Hello, and welcome to another update on XRP. Yeah, we're here currently on the 4-day chart. We see that selling pressure is coming in a little bit. Yeah, context here has not changed at all, of course. However, we start to see some selling pressure come in, and that is kind of in line with the expected scenario at the moment on the smaller time frame. It does not affect at all, I would say, the larger time frame, because we're far away from those key levels we discussed in the previous videos. What did we talk about? What did we say are really the critical levels? Yeah, well, we said it's the April low. Clearly, it's the $1.58 level roughly here, $1.60 level. The swing low there from the 7th of April. As long as that level is holding, the direct move to the upside is possible from here. But obviously, the break below the $1.58 level would invalidate the structure, but then we could still attempt a reset of the larger degree fourth wave with support at $1.21. So the 50% retracement level is critical. That's normally a level that a fourth wave should not break below. That is very, very important. That level really, really needs to hold. Now, for now, we're not even breaking below the April low, so the direct move to the upside remains intact. But we haven't really, we haven't really seen any, let's say, impulsive movements from the April low. It can be classed as a diagonal pattern, though, and diagonals are also 5-wave movements, and it basically indicates we could grind higher more directly. But obviously, are there any support levels? Well, we have some here on the daily chart or 4-day chart, but they are far away. So the question is, do we have any that are a little bit closer to the current price? And yes is the answer. So let's take a look at the shorter time frame, because on the smaller time frame, we can identify some short-term support levels that keep the price kind of bullish, in bullish territory, as long as it's holding. So we have the main support area here that we are tracking at the moment. Hold on, didn't want to move that. The main support area here is the lower one, as explained in previous videos. You'll know that if you watch these updates. $1.79 to $2.06. That's the relevant support area here for for a wave 2. And this is critical because this wave 2 correction is, let's say, is a larger support area for the pullback that's currently unfolding. And whatever the market is doing right now, really, it must hold $1.79, or this so-called 1-2 setup we see here will likely be invalidated. The invalidation point is the April low, but the $1.79 level acts as a warning. We still have a 5-wave move up from the April low, as you probably know if you watch previous videos, and then an A wave down, a B wave up, and the C wave down is slowly unfolding. But it's slowly. We don't get too much volatility here at the moment, but you can see that the micro resistance area I shared with you, or actually rather the micro resistance area we defined together, that is still holding. And this is a resistance area that we said we are going to track as long as the market holds below that resistance area, the pressure remains downward. Now, we have since then seen a reaction to micro resistance. I will remove it now from the chart. It certainly did its job. So, because at the moment it would be rather the last swing high here at $2.36 that would need to be broken to the upside to suggest that something bullish is playing out. For now, the pressure seems downward, and we could be moving down more directly in this C wave, yeah? And the C wave should take us a little lower. The nano structure here is really not very clear, but what we have is an initial A wave down, bottomed, B wave up, likely topped, and the C wave down could be unfolding right now. And important is that in this C wave of wave 2, we're holding above $1.79. There is a more directly bullish scenario for which I have this upper support area. I can make that a little smaller. Don't want to have too many boxes here on the charts, but this is the upper support area between $2.15 and $2.22. So this is the pivot between the blue and the orange scenario. But I have to say, I don't see any evidence that orange is holding, and it will become far less likely, the orange count, with a break below $2.15. At the moment, I'm focusing on lower prices in the very short term anyway. As you know, in the last few days, we talked about that. No sign of a low in place. And the question is just, do the bulls turn up before we break below $2.15, the lower boundary of the upper support area? Because if we see a turnaround there, then this might be the beginning of the next rally. However, the blue scenario is preferred currently, especially as long as the market stays below the last swing high, marked as blue wave 2. That would be a small upside breakout level, however. So if we get a break above that level, some stuff might be changing on this chart. So yeah, short-term pressure seems downward, but we don't get a lot of volatility. So ideally, the price would move a little lower over the coming sessions and then show at some point a reaction to that lower support area. That's the update on XRP. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.